In the central part of Nigeria lay the cultural remains of one of the most mysterious groups of people on the planet, so mysterious that we don't know where they came from, where they went, or if they were a civilization, or just a group of people who banded together with a cultural similarity. The Nok Civilization first appears in the archaeological record around 1500 BC or 3500 years ago and was accidentally discovered in the 20th century when miners uncovered highly stylized terracotta sculptures 7 meters or 24 feet below the ground, and yes, that is exactly what it looks like. Realizing that this is a very specific and identifiable style of art, archaeologists were able to use further finds to actually map the Nok territory. And this is what they came up with. Now, this runs from south to north, and it's about 500 kilometers long or 310 miles. It's an ephemeral boundary because it's based on, finds of pottery, and it's not a definite boundary. The first excavations in 1960 identified 61 furnaces, and 21 of those contained evidence that the Nok was smelting and forging iron tools by at least 500 BCE. Now, linguistic data also indicates that smelting was independently discovered here in 1000 BC, and that makes this one of the earliest places south of the Sahara to develop these techniques. Unfortunately, because the Nok pottery is beautiful and extremely stylized, like take a look at the hair, it's so detailed. This is actually highly sought after by art collectors, and as such, many archaeological pieces and sites have been plundered since the 60s to sell on the black market. There were 2 local traders in this region who each had up to 1,000 workers per day excavating to take these items and sell them on the black market. So we have lost a ton of knowledge. However, the first actual proper archaeological survey took place in 2005, and it showed that the Nok did a lot more than just make amazing pottery. Now, this image behind me shows the remains of a wall at the settlement of Kochi that was carved entirely out of the basal granite, and that's just a serious undertaking to carve granite like this from the base into a wall. Like, you've got to dig the rest of the city. It's a serious undertaking. This image here also shows megalithic sized blocks stacked into a wall. I mean, take a look at these things compared to the dude standing next to them. They're pretty big. Interestingly, the Nok people still use stone tools despite having the knowledge to craft iron, and apart from stone axes, this is one behind me, this is not from the Nok, but this is an example. Apart from these stone axes, no cutting tools were